All right. I have absolutely no idea what that was about. The internet's fine. I didn't lose internet, but for some reason the stream just completely crashed to 0 kilobits for no apparent reason. I've never seen it do that before, so that was the first time. Now I need to give a moment for people to catch up. So let me make sure that this actually is outputting to the right place because sometimes when you restart a stream in YouTube, it will make a new link basically. So I now have to make sure that I update people with where I currently ended up streaming. Just give me a moment here. Ba-ba-dum. There we go. Yeah, for some reason it changed the... Now it's using... Because this happened, right? It made it so that the thumbnail is my Path of Magic like cover art. Like I don't know why it defaulted to that, to be honest. That's kind of funny. Let me just fix this real quick. Replace it with the right thumbnail here. Boom. Nice. There we go. All right. Now I just got to update the link here. Bum 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 ba ba bum. All right. There we go. Yeah, it's a different one now. Okay, cool. That's there. So now let me make sure I share this in the other place. One moment. Bum ba da bum. I guess and yeah. There we go. That's good. That's good. Hey, I see you, Dakar. Welcome back. I had to restart it, but I think all is good now. All looks good on my end, at least. I have a kbps again. Although that thing happened where you make a new live stream and it like remakes the live stream so the people looking at the original one will never see that you're live on a different live stream. They'll just think you went dead and never came back, right? But give me a moment. Now I'm gonna go grab my tea and then I'll keep going. I was doing the samples, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll pick up on that as soon as I get back. Let's see, I feel like I forgot to share this somewhere. Put it in... Oh, yeah. Let's give it to Zeal. That's right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Welcome back. Hello, Zeal. Hello, Dakar. I can't actually see the number isn't working for some reason, so I just see it says no one's there. But you guys messaged, so you must be there somewhere. Let me know if it stops working for some reason. For some reason my chat went out of sync. One second. This must be related to those AWS issues. Because I heard there were issues with some streaming things, but then I never saw any. But now a bunch of random weird stuff is happening. So I'll just roll with it. I think it's fine. And it works out because now it's daytime and we can actually see the inside, right? So to get back to the Heimdivers tutorial, before I was rudely interrupted by the reality of the internet and streaming, we get to the third part here, and then we're supposed to collect these samples. And this is something you'll be seeing later on. There's a lot of collecting samples in different places. So there's the common samples, rare samples, and super samples, right? So we've been collecting a couple of these, and then you see we have 3 common samples, and we have 1 super sample and 1 rare sample. We actually need 1 more rare sample to do this little part here. So there's probably something I forgot. There we go. That looks promising. Okay. Yeah, here we go. We got all our samples, so we can just toss them in. And this is like the backbone of EWP scripts now. You got a chest or a container, and it's like, hey, put some things in here. And then it checks to see that you have the right one. And if you do, it does that. And I learned don't be there. Don't be where that thing lands. Otherwise you get killed. Ooh, I got some clothes now. Nice. I can start actually looking like a proper Heimdiver. Here we go. I haven't worn carapace. I don't know if I've ever worn carapace armor in Valheim, to be honest. Feels kind of funny. All right. I know I've seen the door trick so many times, but it still trips me out. I love how it looks. It blinks a little bit, but it looks great. It's definitely like this whole tutorial, to be honest, I think it's really it's very it was a great idea to have a tutorial like this because it helps the person like get used to the fact that yeah, they're playing Valheim, but there's different things about it, right? So I see why Dhakhar made this. It definitely being in the carrier is definitely really, really awesome. It's true. It's definitely really awesome. But it probably is better to start with the tutorial to break people in before they get the carrier moment. Because there's that moment where you're in the carrier and it's like, oh shit. Alright, let me read this for a second. Alright, Heimdiver, toll, do thing. Enemies! They want to destroy us. Fight the enemies. Okay. We just got a bunch of armor and some weapons. I bet we're going to be fighting something. Wear the red thing. Zeal says, never a proper Heimdiver until you wear the red thing. Does that mean die? I wonder. Oh, I get 20 needle arrows. I'm rich. Look at that. All right, let's see what's going to... I'm kind of intimidated. I haven't played normally in a while. What's this? What do I do now? I stand on the button. I don't know what to do. I probably should have read something. I feel like I have to do something here. I don't know what though. Let's see. Let's go back over here and I'll read the thing. I was too busy narrating and I thought he said something about the red. I see. I need the cape. That's what you're talking about. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna read this again. Fearless, 7 feet tall. I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm like 5 feet tall. This guy's he's what's it called? He's glazing me. Let's see. Ah, yeah. I completely missed the middle part here. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, so you're introducing them to the fact that they can say commands. All right. That's very cool. That already happened, I guess, right? Because you did the say help diver, right? But that makes sense because this is something I've learned. People, they're not... It takes them like maybe like 10 or 20 times of doing a say command and something happen for them to like realize they can even do it. Makes sense? So what was it? I have to go flag like this. Oh, whoa! That's so hilarious! Dude. The way that animation planted that was too good. Like that, that threw me for a loop there. Uh-oh. All right, I can block here. Yeah, that's right. I can play. I swear. It's so funny to. This is like I haven't fought in like vanilla Valheim conditions in ages. So I keep being like, where's my bubble? I want my bubble. It's funny. Nice. Hey. That's so cool. I'm still tripping out about the flag. Wait, can I do that again? No. No. I want to do it again. Wait, maybe if I get rid of it. Oh, I can't get rid of it. No. It's funny. Wait, can the enemies destroy the flag or something? It looks like nah, nothing can hurt it. All right, I'll keep moving forward with the tutorial. What's this? What is that? What? Okay. People can perish. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I can see that. I know that you can have ragdolls that don't disappear, but it's very disconcerting just seeing a player ragdoll just there. I'm not used to that. Hey, he's gone. Okay, there we go. No more, no longer disconcerting. All right. I keep sipping my tea and narrating, and then I don't read the instructions, so I guess I should actually read them. All right. Outstanding combat performance, recruit. But here's the real lesson. Squad mates can and will perish tragically all the time. That sentence. Can and will perish tragically all the time. I love it. But backup can be called in with a smoke beacon. Now, recover those fallen smoke grenades and use the reinforcement stratagem to call in a replacement Heimdiver. Up, down, right, left, up, or wuss door, and throw the beacon at the grave marker. Oh, I see. There's the grave marker. I didn't know that was there. Oh. What if I loot? I could just take it. I want those coins. Ooh. That's some nice looking red. Yo, I like that red. Sorry, sorry, I'm distracted. All right, all right. So I see we get the special grenade, and this is how we resurrect people, I guess. How does this work? Yeah, okay. So you throw it at their tombstone, and then I guess they get like a prompt to teleport to the tombstone or something. I don't remember how it actually works if there's a player, because this is like a mock, right? So it's something like that. And let's see, how did it say? It said say up, down, right, left, up, or Worcester. This is the thing I have to get used to. I see Dhakhar doing this a lot. And I think because maybe he uses a controller or something. So up, down, like he doesn't actually type up, down, right? You know what I mean? So up, down, right, left, up. Oh no, I have to do it like this. Up, down, right, left, up, boom. I don't know if I did it right. Worcester. Worcester. Ah, maybe it has to be all caps. Input in top left. Top left. Ah, you're telling, so you're saying to look at the top left of the screen. I see, I see. Yeah, I missed one. 1 second. It's up, down, left, right, up. Is that right? Ah, no say. Okay, I see, I see, I see, I see. I'm used to the palm versions. Like, just, is it shout, maybe? I don't actually know what's supposed to happen, to be honest. Let's see. No slash. Oh, so I just go like this. Is that right? Wait, no, that's what I was doing. I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know what. Let's see. Was okay, that part's the same as what I was doing, right? This, okay. But then I do something. Is it supposed to be all caps? Maybe maybe it's because I'm not in all caps. I'll figure it out eventually. Wood. Oh, what's door? Oh. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a tiny bit off. I see, I see, I see. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. I see, I see, I see. Why am I doing that though? ADW. No, I was just typing it wrong. Hey, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Now we got it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying Zeal. It's not I'm not trying to okay, I'm trying to actually like test kind of like how a normal person would. So if something's confusing for me, I'm making sure it's super obvious, right? So right now, for example, um yeah, people aren't super used to say commands. So there's probably some way to better telegraph that, if it makes sense. But because like you can know to type what it says here, but like this is used a lot, right? So it's sort of like you have to learn that okay, you're saying you press W when it says the up thing, right? Um, so like that I'm trying to figure out why I'm confused about it because I know how this works. I just say commands, right? But there's something that kind of trips me up a little bit about it. And I think it's because it defaults to describing it like you have a controller. So it says like say up, right? And that like is confusing for me. But if I imagine the arrows and I look in the top left, right? Then it makes sense because I go, okay, up arrow is W, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow, up, right? Worcester. That makes sense. So it makes sense when I do it. I just have to make sure that I do the second thing. Makes sense? I look at the Worcester thing. But then how do you communicate that with the player? Because they can't press their arrows, you know what I mean? I don't know how to deal with that. Because even if you rewrite the runestone Dhakhar, like I think people are gonna be they're gonna need practice to use those things anyway. I mean, I've on Palm to be honest, just like the basic say commands. Something I've noticed is people in EWP, like when they're working on a EWP project, not working on it, sorry, when they're playing in one, they're looking for things to be broken. They really think everything's broken and nothing is possible. So like they'll often do something and like you just saw with me, they'll make a typo or do something and it's like user error, right? Like I did this wrong. But that's definitely hard for me to navigate even on Palm. It's like how do I explain the more tricky things that even if they know how it works, it takes like actually thinking about it and getting used to it, right? But this is a big part of Palm or of Heimdivers. So you do these like commands, right, to get different colons, and so you learn the commands, and you can see in the top left, right, that message has constantly been there. So even though I looked at that thing over here, right, like I don't need to keep going back and look at it. We can just go away, and then we see in the top left, okay, available input is up, down, right, left, up. So I could go on my WASD up, down, right, left, up. And then, it does the thing. Although I have my chat covering the message, so give me a moment here. I gotta redo that. Okay. So what's happening when I do this? I don't even. The beacon is ready. Oh, is it like giving me ammunition or something? Or activating it? Huh. Yeah, so what I've been taking forever to illustrate, just so you know, Leo, this is like a mechanic throughout the Heimdivers thing. So you activate the beacon. I think I'm using the wrong bomb though. And then you have to use the smoke bomb, I think. And you do something like that. Maybe do I have to activate it quickly? Is that how it works? Like I do that and then I do it? Yeah, I see. Okay. So you have to do the activation and then pretty soon afterwards throw that, right? So just to actually do it, because I've been babbling so long. Basically, we do the command, and then we shortly afterwards throw the smoke bomb, and then it'll like reveal or revive the guy, right? He's revived now. He's here. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Now, I guess that looks like something happens here. What do I let's see. Maybe there's some more instructions here. Break down the wall. Oh, it changed. Oh, that was fancy. Hey, it updated. I love these. These dialogue lines are so funny. Incredible! It takes uncommon resolve to move past the death of your ally with so little pause. Now listen up. Some stone walls can be demolished with a precise blow. Any surface with red markings. Oh, dude, this is where I can tell all the adventure map experience. It's here. I can tell because I noticed the red things before, right? And I was like, oh, what are these red? Like I noticed them. And then now we have to do something about it. That is game design, literally. Like that moment, that is exactly what game design is. Like you sort of, before you have the player do something, you expose them a little bit, so they get a little bit curious, right? I was curious about the red walls, and now I gotta blow the red walls up. I don't know how to do that. Oh, that worked. Luckily, I had a bunch of those grenades. That was pretty satisfying, actually. Let's see. All right, General. I've never seen such impeccable obstacle destruction. But now comes the realest test of them all. It's just you, the weapon in your hands, and 2,000 megatons of explosives in close orbit. That's it. Use the volley stratagem to cleanse the automaton's scourge. Say up, right, left, or wait, no, I'm going to get it right this time. Up, right, down, left, and stand back to watch the fireworks. And now, because we read that, we can look in the top left and see the thingy. So if I'm used to this, I need to use the smoke bombs, I think, and I use the thingy here. So it goes up, right, down, left. Is that right? Up, right, down, left. Okay. I do that. Okay, so now I guess if I throw a smoke bomb, because I use that colon, it's going to be different. Oh, yep. Okay. Whoop, whoop. They got wrecked. All right, let's do that again here. Oh no! I need food. They almost got me. Gonna hide. Oh man. All right. I got this time. Nope. All right, do that. And now I throw it. Oh, I threw it at the wall. I keep throwing it too far. That's so cool. Oh, wait, it goes available and then on cooldown? Let's see. What if I throw it right over there? Oh no, I can't do it there. Was that because I threw it in, like, inside this area? Let's see. Boom. Hey, there we go. Now I'm not hitting the wall. Whoa, there we go. That looks so cool. I love the, like, frags of the ice crystals. Very cool. Get this guy now. Alright, so how does that work exactly? Is it... So, like, after you do a colon, there's a certain amount of time where the colon will activate? Is that how it works? Because, like, if I just throw them normally, then there is no colon, right? But then if I use the colon and then I throw it, then it acts as a colon, right? So there must be a delay of some kind that allows you to use the command, right? Uh-oh. I don't know exactly what that is, though. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's a couple seconds. Mwahaha, finally. How many? I had to call in artillery like like 12 times to make it through here. Hey! Yo, fireworks look really cool at night. I like how they light everything up. That's dope. Also, sorry I don't have any kind of client environment lighting like I normally would, so it's all dark. Uh, I see. So Dhakhar says there's no time limit, but if you do an illegal action, it will reset and you need to enter the input again. Okay, so there's not a time limit that resets it, but maybe once I like start moving around or like throw something or do blocking or whatever, then it resets it, right? Hey, this looks like a Hall of Fame. Now I'm in dark mode, so let's see here. Hey, oh, this is the cape. I see, I see. Haha. Yeah, that's a good question, Leo, actually. Dhakhar will have to answer that. I get the... Ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool. Is this the carrier moment? Am I about to have my carrier moment? Oh gosh. I'm gonna delay this for a moment. So Leo said, is it possible for several players to go through this tutorial at the same time? Like 2 or 3 people typing the password simultaneously. Is it possible for them to conflict? Yeah, I wonder how that works. To be honest, I would imagine this whole thing... I don't know how Dhakhar handled it resetting, right? But it's not like we're inside of an instance, so probably people can do it at the same time. It just might be a bit weird because when the first person takes the stuff, it's not going to like immediately reset for the second person until whatever metric Dakhar's done. Yeah, there you go. He says that it's meant for one person at a time. At least it's designed for one person at a time, which, you know, means people are going to go in with like 4 people. Yeah, that's a good point to make. So he says that there's no issue with the commands, and that's something to remember because this is a tutorial to get you used to the mechanics that then happen throughout Heimdivers. There's loads of colons and like that kind of thing you saw earlier, collecting the samples. So all the things that you do in here are mechanics elsewhere. So it's not like it's only in this box that it's all special and like this. But I can see how someone might think that. All right, it's time for our carrier moment here. Let's see. I need my red cape, probably. Yeah, there we go. I got my red cape. Yeah, yeah. I think that means we finished the tutorial. And then we go in here. Oh, oh, we're getting froze. Oh, 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 carrier moment. Low orbit. Oh. Yo, was that a death screen loading message, Dhakhar? Did I see that for a second? I swear I saw a loading screen message there. Ooh, give it a moment. I gotta let everything load in here. Also, again, I apologize for how dark it is. At some point, I'll use the gamma mod next time. Yeah, the frost is really cool. Here, it's very slow for me, but maybe something's up with my PC. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, why do I have like 10 FPS in the carrier? There's not a bunch of instances, but for some reason, my FPS is super wonky. Let's see something, actually. I'm going to log out and log back in. Maybe that'll be it. Yeah, something's off here, and it's making me go super slow. Let's see. Leo says, got it. About the buildings. Oh, yeah, he's talking to Dhakhar. About the buildings. Congratulations, man. The whole thing is incredible. I genuinely feel like it's some kind of medieval army training test and a fort setup to test recruits. Oh, Leo, if you liked it so far, just wait. Just wait until you see the rest of it here. It looks like I should probably... I'm going to log out of my client and log back in. I think maybe it's something wrong with my client, to be honest, because I've been inside the carrier before without any problems. So I'm just going to restart. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to install the Gamma mod so that you guys can better see. Here we go. It'll just make it a bit brighter. Hey, Crumbs, welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. I'm excited for your, Crumbs is holding this, like, Valheim battleship game on Wednesday, and I'll be joining them, and I'll be streaming. Although I won't be narrating a bunch, I'll just be hanging out with them. So that'll be a more different stream. You'll, like, hear other people talking and stuff. That'll be cool. All right, we're relaunching now. And let's join in again here. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably like, maybe it's like a script or something. We'll see though, because it's completely possible for like the Valheim client itself to just kind of mess up. We'll see when I go back and if it's slow. It's probably just something easy to resolve though. This is what playtesting is for. You know, gotta find all the little things. And Dhakhar now, because he has a server, right? So he's got to deal with the infinite feedback that is the reality of running on a server. Let's see. Ayo! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wonder what caused that. Yeah, if anyone has that experience as well, let us know like what you were doing when it occurred, if that makes sense. Because like you can see now it's totally smooth. No problems at all. Yeah, like now we're at 60 frames per second. So like I don't know what loaded something must have gotten loaded on the way here or something like that. I don't know how to explain that. That was really weird. Normally, if you teleport somewhere, it's that slowing down effect doesn't happen. That's what happens if you, how do I put it? That's what happens if you travel like a long distance really quickly with speedy paths and it hasn't run garbage collection. Then it'll run like really slowly like that. But that was just a teleport up here, so I don't know what caused that, but you can see now why the carrier itself is just so freaking nuts. This thing is so cool. We can see it a little bit better now too. Yo, these signs are all looking great. I mean, look at these. Dhakhar had this issue where like all the signs got messed up by an update, and like if you walked around, they would flicker like crazy. But look at this. Those look totally great. They're perfect. You know, even if they flicker every now and then, you know, that's fine. This one's looking great. Yeah, there's like tiny bit of flickering from over here. But aside from that, they're like literally, they're great. These are really cool. There's something, I have a soft spot for the yellow text in Valheim. I don't know why. It looks so nice. I like how it looks. Forgive me, I gotta spend some more time exploring the carrier and geeking out about this build. It's just so nuts. It's also cool to be in something and like it actually run fine. That's why I was surprised when I joined and it was messed up, because the carrier usually it's quite smooth in here considering how fancy it is. Like, I mean, look at this place. You could probably trick somebody into not realizing this is Valheim. You know? Like, I definitely recognize the assets, right? Dude, how did you get this glass to look so nice? What? Is this like scaled up glass or something? This is like how I wish the glass in the game looked. What? Instead of being a bunch of tiny little pieces, right? It's like one mostly clear thing. Oh, you gotta say how you did this trick, man. Oh! It's not really there, is it? Oh, I can throw through it. I see. There must be something going on here that I don't understand. I'm still tripping out about the glass. Yeah. Yeah, Leo gets it. Look at this. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, this is like, that's the That's the, how do you put it? The Heimdivers moment. The carrier moment. You gotta join and then be like, holy smokes. And then just spend like an hour walking around. Uh, that's funny. That's funny. So what is it, Dakar? It's a scaled up crystal wall? Or what are they? I can kind of see some seams, sort of, but normally the crystal walls, they're like they block the visibility a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of funny though. The character can walk on it, right? But then I can throw things through it. That's pretty funny. That'd probably be pretty useful. I wonder, are these actually like hitting the ground? What do you think? Do you think they're reaching the ground? That'd be funny. All right. All right. Oh, look at this. I found a maintenance hatch. I feel like I just found a secret. Need a piece of cheese or something. All right. All right. All right. Let's get back onto the little passageway here. I guess I should try and figure out. Let's see. There's an armory. What's going on here? This dude's got some stuff. All right. All right. All right. Oh, that's the Diverger staff blocker. I don't even know about that asset. I'll have to look that up. I have never used that. Ooh, okay. So here's all the weapons and stuff. Ah, and we can respawn all these things. Is that right? Ayo, okay, okay. Cooler stuff here. Oh, you're giving us magic? Let's see. Do we have any okay, we're still in melee armor though, so I guess I'm gonna go with I like the axes a lot. I'm gonna go with these. Alright, we got some weapons. I guess I should refresh the gear, right? Is it like higher level or something here? No. Yeah. Crumb says, I'm having a try and identify all the items moment over here. I build 99% in vanilla, so seeing stuff like this is a treat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what's so cool about vanilla friendly, right? Because like technically everything you see, this is all vanilla. Like every piece here is something from vanilla, right? Like what do you think this is? I don't even know, to be honest. To me, it looks like the end of a corewood beam or something. Or like maybe a scaled up skull, like the back of a skull. I think maybe it's the back of a skull. It's like a skull angled. Dhakhars really good at like flipping assets around. Like if you look up, those are butcher tables, right? But flipped. Well, they're not flipped actually, but we're seeing their underside. So it looks like they are, vents, but they're actually just butcher tables. Oh, a ward, of course. Yeah, I should have known from the activate thing. Yeah, so you're literally just using a ward as the button. Ah, that is cool. That makes sense. Can get more. Or oh, this is more of the armory. I see. So this whole area is the armory, both sides. Yeah, now I can get Eater. Okay, okay. Here we go. I definitely want this Hood of Embla here. And let's see, a feather cape. Oh, Dhakhar, you give people a feather cape in the carrier. Now you know we gotta find a way to jump out of the carrier that we're not supposed to. It looks pretty contained though, to be honest. I feel like maybe there's not a way to jump out of the carrier, but maybe you could like clip your way through something. Can I build up here? Is it possible? There's probably no wood. If you could build a chair, you could like clip yourself out and then fall down, right? I'm not gonna try and do that now though. Maybe I'll do that later when I feel like disrespecting my own time. All right. So let's see what we're doing here. I got mage stuff. But I don't want to. Let's actually get some proper mage things here. Dhakhar gave me the option of ranged, melee, or mage, so I'm just gonna go with the most powerful thing I know about. And you, I'm not sure if this strategy will work in Heimdivers, but in normal Valheim, you can basically live forever by using the staff shield and then just fireballing everything in sight, and it does loads of damage because it's AoE. We'll see what happens in Heimdivers though. I don't know if I'll be that lucky. Let's see. Now I want to puke. How do I puke? How do I throw up? I ate the wrong food. I want some mana. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Nice. Yeah, now it's more Star Wars. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I've never actually played Helldivers, to be honest. I know Dhakhar really likes it, so I want to check it out. What's in these chests? Nothing. I like have a strong desire to be mischievous. Oh! Oh no! I took apart something, Dhakhar. Does that mean... Does that mean... Oh no! I could make a... Hey! Hey, there's another... A Helldiver! Hello, Halloa! Welcome, welcome! I'm down here. I don't know how to get back up there. Ah, a staircase. Here we go. Ah, I see, I see. That makes sense. I feel a strong compulsion to try and build a chair so I can then clip out of the carrier and fall to the ground, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's follow Halloa. He looks like he knows what he's doing here. Hey, this one updated. Wait, does it... Oh, does it copy what you're wearing? I was wearing that. Oh, it does, doesn't it? That's so cool. Oh man. All right, got the feather cape. He's got wind run. Maybe he's smarter. Hal's played more than I have, so I'm just gonna let him do this part. You basically look at this thing, and then you pick where you're gonna go. We're gonna go to Mort. Oh yeah, it does the animation as if that's right, as if the carrier's moving, right? And then we get to see all these things. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, stratagems. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta go get the stratagems. BRB. I need to get the stratagems, Halloa. I don't fully remember where that is, but I think it's over here. I think it's over here. I vaguely remember this. Yes, these things, right? I think it has something to do with this. Upgrade. No, nope. Nope. Oh, Hallow is starting. All right. I gotta go. And we're going to a barren biome. Ah, Mort isn't done yet. It's okay. We can show your barren biome and people will still be surprised. Maybe if it's barren, we won't die. No, you picked an actual one? Oh no. I didn't get any of the stratagems. Am I gonna regret that? I guess I don't have the colon from earlier. Oh. Oh. I'm just leaving it up to Hal. Ah, he's pinning it. Hello, Douglas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay, he goes in that thing. I guess I go in this. Do I do something in particular? I don't remember if I'm supposed to like... Oh, sit. I'm supposed to sit. Is that it? I sit? Maybe I'm sitting in the wrong place. Oh, maybe it's because is it like one person activates it, like Halloa activates it? It looks like Halloa went where he was supposed to go. I did not. Maybe okay. In that case, I'm gonna see if I can get the thing Dakhar warned me about. The stratagem thing. Projectile weapons. Ah, I have to look down when I do it. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So, how do I get the stratagems you were talking about? Oh, here we go, here we go. Use input code to equip stratagems. View unlocked stratagems. Oh! Oh, they're all unlocked now. I see, I see. So how do I equip them? Ah! Ah, yes, that's right. Now I remember we only have 4 slots, but there's lots of different options. Ah! I see, I see. Hey, welcome. Zeal's here. Hello, hello. Nice. Okay, so I guess I gotta pick. Let's see. Welcome, Douglas. Welcome, welcome. You're not going to try and share your Discord information with me, are you? You wouldn't do that to me. I know you well. You wouldn't do that to me. You're a real person who's genuinely interested in seeing Dakhar's Heimdiver project, right? Surely. So I've got to pick these things here. And basically, there's a bunch of crazy abilities that you can use. God damn, you asked for Discord already? Yo, like, buy me a drink first or something. You gotta small talk me for a bit. You can't just go right to the Discord. You gotta trick me. You didn't even try and trick me, man. I feel robbed. It's not right. Damn Twitch viewers. I'm sorry. For those of you watching on Twitch that are actual real people, I apologize. I'm so used to when people comment they're botters, so I just fuck with them. But anyway, let's get back to this. All right, now I got to pick a couple of these. All right, let's see. Gatling turret. That sounds cool. Okay, so how do I use input code to equip it? Okay, so the Gatling turret is down, up, right, left. Okay, so down, up, right, left. Boom. Did I do it? Oh, it did a thing. Whoa. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Ah, Douglas. My Discord username is I don't like Discord artists. You can send me a friend request. And then if that one doesn't work, try my other Discord handle, which is stop spamming people. That's my other username. You could send a request there. And if that doesn't work, I'm not really sure what to tell you. All right, we got our Gatling turret. What should we pick next? Okay. There seems to be some kind of color coding here. We got red ones, we got orange ones, and green ones. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm just going to pick the ones that I think are cool. We got, all right, Eagle rocket pods, 500 kg, napalm, or cluster strike. I mean, we got to go with the 500 kg. That one's infamous. I've heard about that. So that's up, right, down, down, down. Okay. I love how the character like types it. That is so funny. Holy crap. All right. All right, so I've picked 2 of them. Minefield, Inferno mine. Why would you have Minefield and Inferno Minefield? Who's gonna pick Minefield when you could pick Inferno Minefield? Like, I mean, come on, let's be real here. I guess shield generator. I'll go with shield generator. Down, down, left, right, left, right. Boom. I'm starting to get used to this thing. I'm starting to figure it out. All right. I guess I should get... I have 2 greens and an orange. I should get one of the red ones. Do we want orbital precision strike, orbital air burst, orbital 120 millimeter? Let's go with the one with the longest cooldown, because I'm going to assume longest cooldown equals most badass. Nice. All right. Okay. So it looks like we now have our equipped colons. Wait, so what's the difference between stratagem and colon? Because I thought they were colons, but then I was told to equip the stratagems, and then I was confused. So are stratagems just colons? They're the same things? That would make sense. All right, well, I think I'm ready now. I have eater foods. I got a bunch of stuff here. Hey, oh, you're both still here. Okay, okay, we go in the thing. They went in the thing, and then they look down. How did you do it? Ah, you gotta use the hell pod. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Oh, but now I have a feather cape. I didn't even think about that. Because the drop-in moment, right? I was too excited to try and find a way to fall out of the sky. Now I got to get rid of this. And then I guess use it like at the last moment here so I don't get wrecked. No, I'm gonna get wrecked. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Of course I would of course I would do it that way. Where I happened to eat just enough food to not have enough health to survive falling out of the sky, right? No, I think there's actually a way for me to just go back, but I don't remember the command. I feel like there's a way. Yeah. Yeah. I had to honestly, Dakar, as soon as I saw the feather cape, I was like, ah, yeah. I need to I guess I just go back over here for now though. There's probably a faster way to get back, but I'm just gonna run through the tutorial again. I'm gonna be a master at this tutorial by the end though. Wait, no, I need food. Here we go. There's actually a colon. And I think so. So the main thing I'm thinking right now is I'd love to know run to the ice icon. Ice icon. Ah, okay, okay. Ice icon. I was wondering what that was. But one thing, is there a command, Dakar, for like to look at the colons I have equipped when I'm not near that console? Because I definitely the colons are awesome. I see why. Yeah, it's like the sort of how the Enigma path is like a thing for people to wrap their heads around that kind of centralizes the experience. I see how the colons can be kind of like that, right? Because they're so intense and powerful. There's a big incentive to use those. And there's so many cool ones. And you have a whole unlock system. There are. That is flavor text. Nice. I just confirmed it. All right. All right. I'm back up here. I don't know where the others went. I didn't see where they actually did the thing. So I guess that means I need to find on the map where, right over there. Okay, so that is one of them. I don't remember which one it is. Let's see. Let's orient the map here. Okay, this is north. I'm looking north, I assume. So we're in that one. That means there in Barbarossa. Barbarossa. Okay, so I go there. And then this will do the jumpy thing. Oh no, we're already in that zone, so it doesn't need to travel. All right, all right. And now I pick kind of where I died, which is, let's see, which side would it be? The longer side. I don't know how. Which part is which? I guess it's over there? I don't even know, to be honest. I think it's on the edge. Oh, okay, it's flipped. Okay, I see, I see. That makes sense. So it's actually like this. And that means that I'm somewhere over there. No, a little bit to the north. And so like up one and like to the right one. Honestly, this thing alone is like a whole game mechanic. The way you did the map system and like picking spots to spawn in, totally nuts. Absolutely nuts. I get that'll really blow people's minds. All right, all right. No feather cape this time. I go to the hell pods. I have 20 seconds. I go in. No, I see. So I was walking too far over, and you need to stand a little in front of it and then actually like click on it. I thought I just had to like stand in that spot. So now I'm like sitting in it, I guess. Ah, I see, I see. Wait, did I do something wrong? I don't know if I did something wrong here. Was I too impatient? I feel like last time it traveled faster. Let's see. Oh, all right, I gotta restart. Let's restart it. Barabosa. Okay. And then choose the drop zone. And now I'm gonna pick right here. Is that close? Yeah, there we go. That's close. Okay, close enough. Oh, I did. I got a warning last time, didn't I? Yeah, I think I like ignored the warning. Okay. Now I go to the hell pods. Now I should be able to do it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Welcome, Juju. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Space Vikings. Space Vikings. Sounds funny. Ayo, now we're dropping down for real. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I landed in one the roll at the end. Too good, too good. All right, now we're in a proper biome. One second. I need to actually see my map here, but it's covered by the chat UI. All right, there we go. Okay. First things first, I gotta go find my body in this awesome, beautiful biome. I died over here, it looks like. It feels wrong using a map, to be honest, but I'm doing it. No map is so ingrained. Oh, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Did I, like, manage to die, like, right where one of these mission things is? It seems so. Seems so. I'm just gonna, like, run away from all these guys. Honestly, I can immediately tell that there's something missing in Valheim normally, and it's these big open areas. Like, being here, I immediately feel this sense of vastness that I think it has to do with how open and, like, flat the area is. Not in a bad way at all. Like, it definitely... This is a vibe normal Valheim just doesn't have. You always feel like you're sort of boxed in by the terrain, if that makes sense. Like there is sometimes in the plains you have these kind of rolling hills, but I see just running around here. Apparently I crave this in normal Valheim, an area that is more open, that you can see really far, right? And I guess in normal Valheim that doesn't happen because the terrain doesn't allow for it, right? So you don't end up with these like long flat areas. And now I see, okay, it was unnecessary for me to wonder about what my equipped colons are, because now that I'm actually down on the planet, I can see them all constantly in the top left. So I don't even need to worry about it. I love these overgrown vegetation, look really cool. This is really well done. I love the biomes, honestly. You could probably just spend a while just trying to explore different biomes in Valheim or in Helldivers. Dhakhar did a really good job of adding like a proper alien feel. This one is a lot like the original Tolroko, which is really funny, actually. And it's running really well. Definitely. Hooray, I got my stuff back. Haha. Gotta put on the trusty feather cape. Feather cape of doom. Nice. Alright. I only have 24 smoke bombs, which I'm probably gonna regret. But let's see. So now the others are to the north here. They're doing something over there. I don't know what they're doing. I'll go over there when I feel brave enough for multiplayer. Right now I'm gonna see if I can get used to. Oh no, I didn't eat any mana food. Wrecked. It's alright. I'll just run around for a while. There's a whole bunch to explore here. And I really want to get into this. Do any of you feel that way? Like, there's this vibe, this grandness. Like, it's a big world. Why do I not feel that normally in Valheim? Like, what is it about? Is it how flat it is? Because it doesn't feel flat. It just feels really vast and open. Like, I feel like this is bigger than normal Valheim. Just by how it feels being in the world. But I know technically it's the exact same size as normal Valheim. But I felt that way immediately upon being in the biome. And I think it's because instead of there being like thousands of trees, there's big trees and they're off in the distance. So I still feel like it's kind of foresty, but it's not as overwhelming, right? And like instance-wise, this is great. It's running very well. I could tell immediately actually by being around the other players, like, yeah, I wasn't lagging at all around them. Even when I might normally. Let's see what's going on here with my little chat thing. Bum bum bum. Ah, I can get more that way. Okay, sorry, I wasn't seeing chat messages, so I'm restarting that thing. Bunch of weird stream stuff today, like things randomly working and then not working. Ah, so I can use the ammo resupply. There we go. Yeah, Crumbs says, could be that I'm too used to it. Yeah, that might be. I'm like too used to normal Valheim. Let's see. Still can't eat any mana food. That's alright. Alright, let's look at these. Ammo resupply. Okay, so up, or no, down, down, up, right. So that means down, down, up, right. Okay, that means now I just use a smoke bomb. And then it does an ammo. Oh, oops. I threw two of them. Heyo. Nice. Oh, nice. We get loads of them. Okay, cool. So I don't need to worry about not having smoke bombs. Apparently I should have a red cape. So I'll put my feather cape away and wear my proper Heimdivers red cape. And then here, let's remove temptation from myself. There we go. Now I can only eat the mana foods. How did I get this? Ah, yeah, I stole one of your chests in your carrier. I actually thought it wouldn't break apart, to be honest. So now I feel like I have contraband goods. Hey, they get deleted? Yeah. I see that now. Alright. Okay, I guess we can probably just fight with the coal in. I don't know. Let's try. We got this one guy over here. Yeah, this automaton over there. Let's try and use this. We're gonna use the Eagle 500 kg. Okay, we gotta go. What is it? It is up, right, down, down, down. Nice. Okay, okay. Let's see if I can even get him. Yeah. These things are... Holy crap! It burned me! What? I'm so far away! Did it get him? Well, I think I got the target guy. I got the one guy, yeah. I got that one little twitcher. Okay, so that thing is huge. Alright, that's basically a nuke, huh? I see, and now in 150 seconds, I get a new one. Yeah, right. No, now you see Crumbs why the colons are so crazy. The colons are like, yeah, I mean I've seen loads of them. Like let's see, let's try and use this Gatling turret one. Okay. Just gotta try not to get chopped up here. Hey, I can eat some mana food now. Hey, calm down. Oh, oh. That was great. All right. Now I'm going to do it right, though. Got some mana food. Not going to eat the wrong food. I know where to go. Oh, this is cool, to be honest. I definitely see how it's, yeah, so before I had done this, I actually thought Heimdivers was more kind of like instancy, if that makes sense. So like you play it for a couple hours and then you're done with that session. I didn't realize that there is like a whole world with different biomes to explore and everything. So it's really cool. Great lesson in custom biomes. I'm still floored by just that one biome we've been in, and like there's like 8 of them. So. And I think, yeah, that must be it. Because, like, right now, for example, I don't feel that vast feeling. And this is how Valheim normally is. And it looks like it's because the trees and the rocks, there's normally so many of them that you don't get the rolling terrain vibe, right? Because, like, right now, I'm in a big area of terrain with no ocean. So I should kind of feel that bigness, right? But I don't. And I see now that's the trick. So Dhakhars using the trick that the World of Warcraft developers used. I see that now. I just never really realized how exactly that went. But now I'm starting to wrap my head around it. Because this is normal Valheim, right? I'm used to the things. And what I'm noticing is there's no clear horizon, right? So like you don't get the rolling terrain look unless you're like in the plains, right? Because no matter where you are in Valheim, whether you're in the mountains or the Mistlands or the Ashlands, there's always a bunch of stuff. So you don't kind of get the vast feeling. It's kind of like you feel like you're inside of a room, if that makes sense. I feel like I went the wrong way there. Isn't that the wrong side? Yeah. It's funny. Got it down here. Yeah, that's true. It's probably a good point, Dhakhar. I know what to expect in the others. But I feel like the feeling that at least that I'm trying to explain, yeah, it's not that your biome necessarily. There's literally, it's like a visual difference that's immediate. It's because you're right. There is that feeling of like, oh, this is something new. But in this case, I don't think that's what I'm experiencing. Let me focus for a second here and actually, no, food's over here. Yeah. I'm gonna eat some actual mana food this time. There we go. Now I'll live forever. Oh, wait. Rested buffs. How does one get a rested buff? Can one even do that? I guess I could probably go to that original area, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna do that, though. Alright. We're going back to Barabosa. And there's probably a more effective way for me to get back to my body, but for now, not gonna worry about it. All right, there we go. Ah, nice. You added the automatic rested buff. That's awesome. I actually have my chat over all of my affixes, so I didn't even notice. All right, so we go in the hell pod. Oh yeah, this happened before, right? What am I doing wrong when I do that? I'm like triggering something wrong. Do I go in too early or too late? I do something wrong when I do that. I don't know what though. Let's see. Got to redo it again. This happened last time. Bum bum. Okay, we select the place, do the drop zone, and then we're gonna pick our spot. Boom. And then does the thing. And now it... Wait, maybe I went too early. So I'll wait a little second and then I'll go in. Yeah, there we go. Now it's fine. I think what happened basically is I started the moment right afterwards and it hadn't had enough time, basically. I'm just guessing though, of course. I don't really know. Boom! Yeah, yeah. That roll at the end. Oh, I love that. It's so funny. It's so cool. Hey, I happened to... That was a good spot to die in. Oh no, this is my previous body. All right. There we go. Look at that. All the way over. Yeah, so what I'm trying to explain, I can tell now it's a visual design thing. This is how World of Warcraft feels, and it's a feeling that they generate by having fewer trees that are very, very large. It makes you feel like you are small. So that's what I'm observing. That's what I'm noticing immediately from the Heimdivers biomes. They have this vast feeling, and it reminds me of how I feel in the world in World of Warcraft. And in that game, if you'll notice, they do the same thing with trees, right? Like trees in World of Warcraft are absolutely enormous. And instead of a forest with like 1,000 trees, they have 100 really, really big trees, which is similar to this vibe. So I think that's what's creating the sensation I'm describing of the world being really, really big. Because it's not about like me not knowing, if that makes sense. Because that's the desire to explore. That's something else. Here, yeah, it's like... Wait, what is that? Can they like throw a grenade at me or something? What is that? Oh, yeah. Whoa! Something's... Ah, I see. He has a special attack. I've been getting ganked. I love all the rolling hills that you can like hide in away from the projectiles though. Super cool. All right. Let's do this. I want to do the Gatling turret. So up, down, right, left. Okay, Gatling turret ready to deploy. Let's deploy it over there. Then let's do it again. Boom. Oh no, it worked. It activated. It's right here. Okay, so if I just bring enemies near this thing, did that activate where I threw it? Huh. Oh, dude, Rex! Ah, that's funny. Oh, it vanished. It's okay. I'll get it back. Whoa. Okay, I see. So that's some kind of custom attack there he's doing. Ah, yeah, that completely wrecked me. I wasn't expecting it earlier, so he just like did it right through the terrain. Now I see that there's an actual attack. Honestly, I could probably have fun just trying to fight all the custom enemies Dhakhars made in these different biomes. And I haven't even gotten to like the actual like progressing and doing the locations and collecting the samples. Oh man. All right, I want to use this Gatling turret though. Okay, gonna deploy the turret. Okay, I threw it right there. So where? Oh no, I'm using the wrong bomb. Ah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, you're right, Crumbs. It's the Yglith beam. And then I guess Dhakhar probably has some kind of like RPC thing added to it to make it do damage in a line, I guess. Because I think normally if you just spawn that beam, it's just visual? I don't know though. Maybe it actually is like an attack. Oh wait, no. I meant to not do that. No, no, no. No, no, no fireballs. I want the staff. There we go. There we go. Now I did it right. Okay, I want my Gatling turret. This thing is fun. Yeah, now I actually aimed it properly. Too fun. Look at it. Look at it go. Oh man. So funny. Yeah, I see how old there's so many colons. Could just spend a while just messing around with these colons. It's definitely now that I'm more used to it and I understand that the arrows, like the up arrow is W, down arrow is D, right is D, right? That makes it easier. Now I can, because I can just now I just like type the thing and I look up and it's like, okay, I can do one of those bomb things again. Up, right, down, down, down. Yeah, now it all makes sense. Let's see, how far can I throw these? That screen flash. That screen flash is so nice. So nice. Also like the random bits of fire. Very cool. Very cool. I want to make like a bunch of enemies and then use the Gatling gun. But I don't know how to get a bunch of enemies to spawn. There's a bunch of stuff over there. There's some enemies. Looks like there's someone behind me. Oh, oh, oh. You got me. How far does that beam attack go, I wonder? Gonna get ganked. Is it that attack they use on a loop? Hey, Hal's here. Hello, Hal. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Honestly, so far being around the other players is quite smooth. I tend to be a laggier player, so I mean like the Hal's not teleporting around. I think that's a benefit of the way that yeah, there's not too many instances. It's quite smooth. Like really. Looks quite smooth. Okay, let's go. Down, up, right, left. Okay. I'm gonna deploy the Gatling turret. Uh-oh. I guess you have to be careful about bombing your friends, right? Uh-oh. I love this Gatling turret. This is my favorite one so far. There's something about just seeing how fast it fires. It's just like, yeah, it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I completely forgot that these are like missions. I'm still like, honestly, I would have fun just running around fighting things, exploring the biomes, and trying to use these different colons. Especially, it's so cool seeing the system and how it stays in the top left and it updates itself. So it tells me like what things are on cooldown. Like just the amount of time and like effort that Dhakhar must have done to get that to all work. Like that's super, super cool. Like you can see now how the rearm, I can't use the Eagle 500 kilogram for 5 more seconds, and every second it's like updating, right? And so now I can use it again. That's super cool. It's really well done. Also, I like the arrow key system. At first I was confused about it, definitely, whereas now I like it. I was only confused because, yeah, I don't have a controller. So saying like press up confused me because if I press up arrow, like nothing happens, right? So for me, at least those things would make more sense if they were the number or not the arrow keys, but like see how it says input and then it shows the arrow keys? If the inputs were the WASD things, like WASD, so instead of like Gatling turret available down, up, right, left, it would say, you know, Gatling turret available S, W, D, A or something. Or maybe you can find a way to like combine it, right? So like you see the down arrow and the A key somehow, like, you know what I mean? Aside from that though, honestly, this is really solid. Definitely like yeah, if I was Dhakhar, I would already have this public and people playing on it. To be honest. I haven't even tried any of the missions, but it's just like honestly the feel, it's really got me thinking. I'm like the feel here. The combat's good. I mean, I'm around Halawa and I can already tell how like on Path of Magic I can't really play around other players even in areas that don't have much stuff in them. Like it's just like 4,000 instances or so. I just can't really. It gets very laggy. Does that make sense? Like whereas here, I've been around Halawa, and like these enemies aren't lagging. They're just normal. I'm not dying randomly. So it's making me wonder, like, I guess in Valheim, for the combat to work, you really have to have a pretty vacant area because this is running really well. And I think it's because there's so few instances. Like we're actually next to a location. So there's going to be even more instances than there would normally be. But if we think about it, there's a lot of enemies around here. Like look at all these Chard running around. There's a lot of enemies and I'm in a chunk with another player and it's fine. It's not laggy. And for me that's quite impressive, really. It's definitely it makes me wonder if like is it really just Valheim has so many rocks and trees that it doesn't work? Like is it that simple? Right? Because here we're at around 5,000 instances. But keep in mind, that's right next to this location here. So that means that if we go, I'm going to try and get into my own loaded area that doesn't have any question marks. So there's no special locations or anything like that. So we're going to try and go like right over here. That looks like it's far enough away. But if I can just get over there, then I'll be fine. Let's see what happens. We're gonna go a little bit further. So yeah, I'm so impressed with how well it's running. Like really, it's definitely noticeably better than like normal Valheim. Because Palm, to be honest, Palm's an older server, but it's also like even if I just play multiplayer in a normal Valheim world, I'm normally quite laggy. Well, hello, Ogun Black. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Dhakhars' Heimdiver project. Yeah, and so you can see here, I'm in like a very basic area without any kind of fanciness. And we have 2,600 instances, so that's very low. Like, I think the least instance area in Valheim normally is like 2,600, maybe in the plains or something. But it's running really well here. So I'm kind of wondering, Dhakhar, are there other things you did to make it run smoother? Like, is it something about the way the terrain is? I feel like that probably doesn't matter. But just because it looks nice. There's a lot of like clutter. And I think the clutter, it's enlarged, right? To look bigger. Maybe that's what's tricking me. Yeah, because these things normally are much smaller, so they're bigger than normal. And that's making me feel like there's a lot of stuff, but there isn't actually. Because, I mean, honestly, this is where, like, you may not realize just as, like, a normal person playing a project like this, because it's so crazy. But, like, as a person who develops, yeah, I can definitely tell. Like, I mean, Dhakhar did a really good job of optimizing it and making sure that you could fight and be in multiplayer around other people. It's like Dunning. It's doing it really well. Definitely. And yeah, the clutter, it also gives this feeling. My character goes like underneath the clutter, right? And I think that's something that makes me feel like it's a bigger world as well. Because I'm inside of the stuff, right? So I don't normally see it. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, no dungeons in the sky, too. That's a good point. There's no locations. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it is probably. 'Cause it can't just be the vegetation. I don't know if I crashed or if I don't know if I crashed or the server crashed. Maybe, yeah, maybe someone else will say something. Let's see. I can look in the little chat thing here. Let's see. All right, all right, all right. Boom. Yeah, something crashed. All good. That makes sense though, Dhakhar. I think you're right. So basically what we're observing, what I'm feeling, at first I thought like, oh, it's there being less instances, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense because there are some places in the Black Forest that can be like 5,000 instances, right? But in general, yeah, 3,000. There are places in the plains and the meadows that only have 3,000 instances in normal Valheim, but it still was more clunky. Like, even if I play normal Valheim with one other person, I have issues with lag. Like, it's completely normal for that to happen. Um, so that not happening this time, I think it's the locations, no pickables, no, like, no fish, like you said, no fish, no birds. Probably all those things together mean that the instances that are there are the low cost, low resource instances. You know what I mean? But I'll be right back. 1 second. I need to pee. Nice. I'll be back. All right. Now I gotta wait like a minute for the server to come back. I think Dhakhar just restarted it, so sometimes it takes like a minute. Bum bum bum. Oh, did I have caps lock? Nope. I did something wrong. Bum bum bum. Ogden Black said, is server vanilla? So Dhakhars project is vanilla friendly technically, but you need a mod pack to play on it because of some things he does with expand world music, I think, if I remember right. So it's like, oh no, I just put in my password. So it's like I don't know, how do we answer that question, Dhakhar? I always struggle to explain, like, because Enigma mode is vanilla, like vanilla friendly, right? People can join on a vanilla client, but it's not really vanilla. You know what I mean? So like people get very confused, and like Heimdivers is the same. It's something that technically there's little features of it, like the music, that make it need a client side mod. But aside from that, like as you can see, it's not modded assets. It's all stuff that's available in vanilla, doing that kind of thing. But what I'm most impressed by is how well it runs in combat and multiplayer. Because that's what I was most concerned about. Because Heimdivers, like, I haven't played Helldivers too much, but my understanding is that the joy and the things people like about that game come from the kind of cooperative multiplayer mess around kind of thing, if that makes sense, where you like get in trouble and die together and it's fun, right? So it really relies on combat. So I was a little bit concerned because Valheim in general can have a lot of problems with combat, but it looks like Dhakhar did a really good job of making these biomes be spread out and not have too many concentrated assets. They're definitely running noticeably better than what I'm used to in Valheim. And I'm not even just talking about Palm, because Palm obviously is like it's a 1.5-year-old server that has a bunch of, I let people join modded. Do you know what I mean? So like there's things that are on the server that I've never figured out how to remove that make errors from when people join modded and have clients that are making issues, that kind of thing. So I'm used to there being more problems, basically. But even with just vanilla Valheim, uh, yeah, I can tell this is very very well done. Definitely, it's quite impressive. Even aside from like just the visuals, like the performance stuff, Dhakhar made a lot of really good decisions about like spacing and getting rid of like all the other things. I don't even know what he did, but very clearly he did something. Because, yeah, I mean, there were 2 other players in the chunk, and it was fine. It makes me kind of wonder. Now I'm like, damn, should I get rid of like 80% of the trees? And you know what I mean? Like, is it worth doing that? Does it make would it make Valheim be more fun? Because like I'm wondering, like, if I get rid of half of the trees in Valheim, is that going to like cause a problem? Or you know what I mean? Now I'm wondering about the game itself. I'm like, huh, maybe Valheim has too many trees and rocks. Like, it's got me seriously questioning this. uh, this is the thing from the thumbnail of the video. I found it. The crashed pod. Haloa says to use the stim stratagem to restore rested buff. Ah, that's cool. So let's see, what's stim stratagem? It's down, down, right, up. So down, down, right, up. Oh, look at that. I'm fast now. You saw that? Yeah, look at that. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it didn't kill me that time. I tried that in the tutorial and it killed me. Ah, I get rested from interacting with it. That's pretty cool. Maybe this could have something that makes you throw up. Because I don't know. I'm pretty sure other people are going to be idiots like me and they're going to like eat a bunch of the wrong food. Just a minor thing. But I think that those are the takeaways I have so far. Really impressive with how well it runs, to be honest. Like really impressive. It's made me think I should probably spend a day experimenting on like new Valheim worlds and see what they look like. Because I really like this vast, grand feeling. I definitely think it's something I wanna try and replicate more. And how easy it was to fight around other players, like yeah, that's something that like I'd say like realistically the biggest problem with Path of Magic is the multiplayer lag. And so now it's got me wondering like maybe I can get rid of a lot of the trees because that would also help with the world file size. It's gotten pretty big recently. Now I feel really I want to do some testing. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna log out now. I'm gonna log out of Heimdivers. And I'm gonna open a new world. I'm really inspired by how well this runs. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I'll keep streaming, but I'm not gonna be testing Heimdivers anymore. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new world, and I want to see just how it looks visually if we remove most of the trees in certain biomes. So I just need to change my mod pack here. Give me a moment. Okay, we have upgrade world, server dev commands, all good, all good. Nice. Okay. So now I'm launching again. Yeah, I'm too inspired now. This is what happens when you talk to Dhakhar or look at his work. It's too inspiring, man. It's funny too because yeah, I feel like I probably get inspired by completely different things than other people do, to be honest. Because now I'm like, I gotta go into a Valheim world and delete a bunch of trees. Like that's what I need to do. I need to make a new world. And actually, I don't even need to make a new world. I can just join one of these Enigma seeds. I don't have any scripts running, so none of the pathing or anything will work. But what I want to test is I want to get a sense for this feeling. Because I noticed immediately, like, one second. I'm in some random place. I was just doing some random location research. Let's go to the start of the world. And what we want to do now is get a sense for how the trees affect the feeling or the vibe, right? Because what Dhakhars project just made me realize is that Valheim probably has too many trees. So what does it feel like, for example, if in the meadows... Okay, I'm going to do a command. We're going to do... Let's do objects, count, zone, max distance. Let's get a parse of all of the different objects that are in this region. This is going to give us a sample of the vegetations that are most common. So we can see that rock 3 and rock 4 are in the hundreds. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to start adding everything, and we're going to basically get rid of 80% of all the most common prefabs. I'm going to go pretty ham here. And I want to see like if we drastically reduce the vegetation load, does it ruin the vibe? Because if we can get a meadows that feels like meadows, but is more playable, more multiplayer friendly, Probably I should do that. Makes sense. So, so let's see. Uh, we're gonna do objects, and then it's gonna be remove. And now I'll need a list of the things. So we have rock 3. There's 300 of those. There's some of them, not too many. Rock 4. Okay. There's 900 of those, so almost 1,000. That's actually quite a lot for this small of an area. And then we have some pickables. There's 700 pickable stone. Okay, that's unnecessary, right? So we can go pickable stone, pickable branch, pickable... I guess, let's see. Do I need to get rid of mushroom bushes? Dandelions, there we go. Do not need a bunch of dandelions. Okay, we have rock 3, rock 4, pickable stone, pickable branch, pickable dandelion. Now, let's keep scrolling up here. We have 13 location proxies, a bunch of iron floors, that's fine. Bush 01. Okay, we have 556 bush 01. So, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just going through, and we're going to thin out the most common prefabs, and we're going to see if it still feels like meadows. Because what we got to figure out is how much can we get away with removing. I fully, like, I had this moment just then playing Heimdivers. Like, it's put something in me. I can tell. This sensation that we can make the Enigma mode experience run better simply by making the Valheim world not overproduce vegetation, right? Because I can adjust vegetations so I could make it look a little bit different, right? Hello, Bree. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, you're at the part where I stopped doing Heimdivers. So now I'm very inspired by how well Heimdivers ran, and I'm setting up a test to figure out how much of the meadows can you remove while keeping the meadows looking interesting and beautiful. Does it really need as many vegetations and trees as it has? Right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So we have beach 1 small, beach small 2. Yeah, in this case, we're trying to get rid of stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of 80% of all of the assets, because what I noticed in Dhakhars Heimdivers is it felt immediately like big, like it felt like a big world, and I was trying to figure that out. And let's see, this is our first test. So we're gonna remove 80% of the most common prefabs in the meadows around where we are. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. There we go. So definitely more open. Like immediately you can tell how it's more open, right? It gets that kind of field vibe, right? And then how much did we remove? We removed 10,000 instances just for, oh, that, yeah, of course, that's from a max distance of 25 zones. So yeah, we're not going to count that too much, but I mean, to be honest, this looks fine. Like, I don't think this is a ruined meadow. I don't know how it does seem like maybe certain areas in the meadow need to have a different system, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm kind of wondering about these trees here. Are they that necessary? Does there need to be so many of those? I think you're totally right, Dhakhar. Dhakhars says maybe one other factor to the feeling is that these trees have denser foliage. These trees being the ones on Heimdivers. Oh, no, 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 sorry, in this one here. So when there are many, they obscure everything beyond them. Yeah, I think you're right. Because that's what I was trying to say with the horizon. There's no clear horizon normally. So now I'm getting that feeling a little bit, right? Because I can see the horizon off in the distance. And I think you're right, Bree. It's the scrappy trees. Let's see what it looks like if we get rid of those. Like, we could get rid of them, a lot of them, right? So let's just run the same command again. Except this time, we're going to get rid of mostly just those little trees. Yeah, like, it's like barely noticeable what they do, right? There are a lot of those assets, to be honest. I counted them recently, and it was one of the most common assets on the server. Yeah, to be honest, I like this vibe more. Like, I know that it's not as dense, but I feel like the meadows, it doesn't need all the trees, you know? And, like, it's interesting. It makes it seem more like a black forest. Like, you see all these birch trees? It looks like I would need to run... Yeah, I need to basically look at each asset and figure out how much I want to reduce its density by. Because for the meadows, I don't think the meadows need to have very forested areas. Like, if we just run over here, you can see where there should be like a very obvious line where it goes back to the previous generation. And it looks like this. This area is like that, right? Like, these have all the assets again. So let's actually let's go into like a thickly populated area, right? This looks pretty solid. Now there's loads of stuff here. And so if we turn around, yeah, I don't get that vast feeling. And I think it's because exactly what Dhakhars said. There's no horizon, right? There's just foliage. There's grass, and then there's leaves. They blend together. So you really feel surrounded. Make sense? Whereas if we just run this command here, boom, suddenly there's a horizon. You see the sunlight, right? It's very noticeable. Yeah, that's a good point, Bree, about the frame rate as well. That's basically what I'm thinking, because I have on Path of Magic, there's issues with people playing together. And I think maybe it's worth me spending a couple days to figure out, okay, how much can I get away with removing, right? Because, like, in the meadows, we can remove a lot. Because I think the meadows, they should be more like fields and more open in general. Whereas the Black Forest, like, it needs to have that foresty vibe, right? So here, I don't know if we can get away with removing the trees as much. Because if we remove these brown pine-looking trees, then we lose the Black Forest vibe itself, right? So the Black Forest, I probably would want to be a bit more hesitant to remove things. Maybe, like, remove some of the pine. I really like the pine trees, to be honest, but I see how, for the look of the Black Forest, these trees are really important. Because they add this brown, like, towering vibe, right? And then you can see, that allows you to see really far through the forest. So I think in the Black Forest, probably, I would leave these, maybe just reduce them a little bit, instead focusing on the other things, like all of the pickables for stone. Like, ultimately, Like that's an interesting thing. Does the world need a million stone pickables and branch pickables? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth the impact that that has on players just so in the beginning they can make a hammer? You know what I mean? It's like you could probably get away with getting rid of all of the pickable wood and all of the pickable stone everywhere. You know, maybe like 95% of the pickable stone. Because I mean, I think I've been in a few situations where I do need to get some stone because it's kind of harder to find it. Like you need a little bit of stone for a campfire or something like that. Yeah, maybe leave in the meadows, that might work. But I'm definitely feeling it. It feels like Enigma and Path of Magic will be better if I identify how much I can get away with removing from each biome. I don't know. I gotta look up how vegetation editing works. I think that you can just edit the vegetation file and reduce the amount that it puts in the world from the very beginning. I've never done that myself personally, so I'm not sure. But let's do a little experiment here. So this one's going to be trickier because the meadows, we want a feeling of fields and vastness. Whereas in the Black Forest, we want there to be a canopy up top that blocks the sky like that. But then we want to be able to see through the trees. So I'm going to see what it looks like. I'm going to do another one of these situations. So we're going to do objects. We're going to basically parse through the objects in the area by doing objects count and then just in the current zone. And that's going to give us a basic parse of what one zone worth of Black Forest looks like. I'd say one zone isn't enough, so what we're actually going to do here is do 2 zone, or 9 by 9, I guess, or 3 by 3 equals 2. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we have a better sense. So we have some gray dwarves, nothing too crazy, some stone walls from a structure, stub, there we go. There's almost 200 stubs. Aside from that, shrub 2, 2,000 shrub 2s, pine tree 1, that's the one we like, and fir tree, there's only 90 fir trees. Wow, really? I didn't know the rate was that crazy. Oh, because most of the fir trees are small fir trees. Interesting, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, Bree, exactly, good point. Mobs also drop wood and stone as well, so why so many pickables? Yeah. I think that it's because it's designed with that beginning experience. You go around and you can make a hammer. They want you to be able to find and make a hammer no matter where you are in the world, right? But that's kind of a moot point when, like, you can't progress anywhere in the world, so it doesn't matter. That intention only matters in the very beginning. So let's go with objects, remove. I'm going to try 80% again, just to see how it looks. Except this time we're gonna basically focus on the ground assets. Just the things in the ground, right? So pickable, stone. Hey, stone rock. There's a pet rock here somewhere. That's funny. That's actually pretty hard to find sometimes, so I think it's just hard to find though, because you have to run around. If you actually use commands, it's pretty easy. Pickable branch, that looks like it's worth removing too. And then we have fir tree, small. This one, there's loads of them. There's like 600, whereas normal fir tree, there's only 90. So it looks like the normal fir tree isn't actually that common. So we have the branch pickable, the stone pickable, the small fir tree, and then we have, what else do we have a lot of here? 100 blueberry bushes. What about stub? That was another one, right? Root. Look at all these different roots. I didn't even know those existed. Yeah, here we go. We have shrub 2. There's another one. And then stub. And then I also feel like the stone, that rock that's right in front of me, there's a lot of those, right? What is that? Rock 2? Rock 3? I don't remember what it's called. Rock. Yeah, there we go. Rock 3, there's 150 of them. Rock 4, there's 409. So I think it's rock 4, or maybe that's the small one. I don't even remember. I'm just gonna put both of them in there. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna remove, I don't know, like 80% of these. And we're trying to go for... Alright. So the first thing that I notice immediately is the texture for the floor in the Black Forest relies on being covered. So you can see how here it looks alright, because it actually loads these things, right? But then when we look over here, it looks weird where the clutter isn't loaded. But aside from that, I still feel like I'm in a forest. To be honest, I definitely feel like I'm in a forest. Still have a decent amount of assets and things. So let's see though, how many of these pine trees can we get away with removing? Let's try removing just 1/3 of them. Gonna remove pine tree. What is it? It's pine tree 01. I think that's what it's called. Pine tree 01. Then chance equals. Let's just do 1/3 of them. Force start. Oh, wait. Almost messed everything up. We're gonna do zone max distance equals 2. Okay. Okay, so. Alright, definitely more open. I'd say this still feels like a forest. To be honest. Makes me wonder, wow, we can really remove a lot. Now I gotta learn about how the vegetation file actually works. I don't even know if that is vanilla friendly. Do any of you know? I've never actually messed with them. Let's see. Let's look at the let's look at the... How do I do this? Ah, yeah, I need to look at the documentation for expand world data. Data. To be honest, this seems very promising. I've been on an efficiency kick, to be honest, for the past like 2 weeks. I haven't really been making new mechanics. I've been trying to figure out what little changes I can make and things I can fix in Path of Magic to make it run better. That's why I'm so like obsessed about this right now. It's like, it would make a lot of sense actually if the Valheim devs kind of got in over their heads and then they underestimated how important networking is in multiplayer, and they had overpopulated the world with assets that make the issues worse. So I'm now realizing this is what I have to do. I have to go through each biome and I have to mess with it and figure out exactly how much I can get away with removing without making the biomes feel bland and empty. Because, like, for me, for example, yeah, this looks a little bit worse than having a full normal Black Forest. But if it plays better, I don't give a shit. That makes sense? Like, I would rather play with, like, 10 more frames per second or with not rubber banding enemies in multiplayer if it means the forest is a little more scarce. Make sense? But this is something I'll have to do a lot more in single player and trying to kind of slowly test this and make a list of each biome, the most common assets, and how many I can get away with removing, right? Because like here, just from what's happened already, the vast feeling is here again a little bit. And I can tell, probably I can use the tricks that Dhakhars been using, and I can reduce the amount of trees, but I can make all the trees bigger. Something like that, so that it looks different, right? And it runs more effectively. That's the idea, but we'll have to see how it goes. So I mean, let's go to example. Let's go to a fully populated, fully loaded zone entirely made of black forest. And then I think a fully loaded black forest zone is like 5,000 instances, something like that. So let's see. Right now, for example, 7,000 instances. This is just vanilla. Nothing is here. This is just interesting. And this is one of the most important biomes. Wow. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm having like I'm realizing, wow, I need to go through and I need to re-optimize the vegetation distribution. I mean, it's so clear just being in, I mean, I was on a vanilla server recently in multiplayer and I had issues. And just being in Heimdivers world and being around Zeal and Hallowa, there were like no issues. So now I'm like, oh man, Valheim itself makes too many of, it makes too many assets. Like, and I know this is probably really boring to listen to, but that's a huge, I hadn't realized that, because that means we might actually be able to simply adjust it and make it make less assets and run better. Like across the board, everywhere, in every biome. It's going to take some balancing, but that's very, very promising. So I'll do one last test before I end here. And I won't go on too much. I know that this was mostly about testing Heimdivers, so now I'm just doing extra stuff at the end. I don't expect anyone to be following, really. But we have 7,000 instances, right? So let's do this final process again. Except this time we're going to go across a bigger area. So let's go with objects. No, we're just going to use the same command as before. Except instead of that area, we're going to do a much larger area. It's going to be like 5 from my character. Okay, so let's do that. And so we went from 7,000 loaded instances to 4,500 loaded instances. That's a very big increase for reference. It's like 20%, 30% decrease in instance count. And it's still Black Forest. You see what I'm saying? It looks like the identity of the Black Forest mostly relies on these pine trees. These are the thing that really make it feel like Black Forest, and they break up the green with some dark brown. So it looks like these and the clutter. So does that mean we can just make the clutter bigger? Now I gotta learn more about clutter. Yeah, I gotta see if I can redo all those. Alright, everybody. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out Heimdivers, then you gotta join Dhakhars' Discord server. You can find it on his YouTube channel. There's a link to his Discord server in one of his recent videos. And there you'll be able to access the text channel, and maybe you'll be able to start beta testing or alpha testing Heimdivers if Dhakhar gives you the info. Who knows? You'll have to ask him. I don't know how he's handling all that. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Next time I will be doing a more Enigma mode stream. But then on Wednesday, I'll be a guest on for an event that Captain Crumbs is hosting, where he's playing Battleship with, like, I'll be on one team and then there's another team of people, and we'll be having a whole bunch of Valheim shenanigans. That'll be a different kind of video with a bunch of other people in chat. You'll be like hearing other people speak. I won't be narrating the whole time. So if you want to see that, that'll be on Wednesday. I'll schedule it as soon as I finish this. Aside from that, I'm just doing Enigma mode stuff. I just did a new patch. I haven't launched it yet, but it's on Path of Magic. I'm just making sure it works properly and that everything's good. And yeah, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm definitely going to be learning more from Heimdivers. But to be honest, there's so much that I can learn from it that I got to do it in chunks. And like right now, I'm inspired. I know, like, okay, Valheim will run better if I remove the assets that are unnecessary. So now I have to figure out how many assets can I remove without removing the identity of each biome. That's my mission. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.